Landon Huffman, you're missing the entire left side of your race car, and you still come home with a top 6 finish in 6. Are you happy with your night?
I mean, considering, I think we definitely should be happy with our night, but I had a race car that was really damn good, which I knew that yesterday. You know, driver makes a mistake in qualifying, puts us way behind the 8 ball, and you just can't do that in this series, especially at a place that's tough to pass. So proud of all our Carroll Speed Shop guys. Another solid run, again, consistently. You know, I feel like one of the top, 3 to 5 cars on speed in the race. You know, I just got to do a better job of positioning us better, so that I'm not behind the 8 ball from the beginning. But I had Josh Sellers on board this week. That was pretty fun, and happy to have them, come on board in front of a national audience. I mean, we're on FS1. That's badass. Ticket Preserve, Industrial Battery in Charge, everybody that helps us, week in and week out. We have a great group, and we're getting better. We just got to keep knocking these, bugs out, and we'll, I think, be in victory lane hopefully soon.
The amount of Cup Series rubber on the track caught a lot of guys off guard. How much different was the racing surface?
It was loose as shit. I mean, it was like ice. It doesn't surprise me that people crashed. I mean, hell, I stopped for the wreck, and I think some dude behind me, there wasn't very many cars behind me anyways, so I don't know how one of the 3 cars behind me while 30 cars out in front couldn't slow down, but he didn't slow down. He hasn't slowed down yet, I don't think. He on his way back home still he slowed down. That's what happened there, and then, it was unfortunate, but I knew immediately when all that happened how loose I was, and because we had all the damage, I come down and I'm like, dude, just bury the track bar, tighten it up as much as possible. We did that, and then we just started driving around cars. Great speed, gotta be better in qualifying.
You keep chipping away at the points lead. I mean, obviously, Landon Lewis won the race, but other than that, you're chipping away at everybody's points lead ahead of you. At one point, do you start saying, okay, we're points racing now and trying to win a championship?
Well, I think you show up every week to win the race, right? But everybody that's up towards the front is thinking about points. I mean, you go here, you try to maximize everything. 29's done a great job the last 2 weeks, but he hasn't, we've been more consistent than he has. He's just managed to, get finishes at the end at the races where we had misfortune. So I feel like we are a contender, and we're kind of still under the radar, which is nice, but I feel like anybody watching that race tonight and, watches our race car, they know that, they're going to have to deal with this. So I'm confident in our ability, the people we got, our cars, our motors, all that good stuff. We just got to, like I said, work out the kinks and the bugs and put a full weekend together, both, as a team and me personally. And, I feel like we're going to win some races.
You've been around this sport a long time, but I can't think of a time in a late model stock car that you staged outside the track and rode in for pace laps through the back gate. What was that experience like?
Yeah, I mean, whatever they got to do, to make it happen so that we can be on national television. I think the goal is to showcase this series in every way possible, and I feel like this series deserves to be on national television every week. Tonight, this track, tough track to showcase that because it's so hard to pass. Ideally, this isn't the perfect racetrack for a late model stock car anyways. I mean, it's badass. The pinnacle for us when we come late model stock racing in the car store, you want to win Wilkesboro, right? But, Hickory and other places like that put on, in my opinion, an even better show just because it's easier to pass. So hopefully we get more opportunities to showcase that. And the situation was a little weird out there, but hey, whatever you got to do to make it happen and be on the big TV.
Hey race fans, I'm Chase Folsom with Frontstretch.com. If you enjoyed the short track video you just watched, please be sure to subscribe to Frontstretch Grassroots on YouTube for more Cars Tour, ARCA, and other grassroots racing. Check out Frontstretch.com for all your racing needs.